Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Classic. Robert Rambles here and thank you for joining me today. We are over in the Barrens today. I've decided to take us over here because the quests that we have in Silverpine are either too difficult for us at this level, or they're elite quests that, well, during the times of day that I play, I'm just having trouble finding groups for these. I tried a little bit the other day to no avail. And so I've decided it would be okay for us to have a enormous change of scenery and maybe see some of the Barrens here. So we're going to turn in this breadcrumb quest to Apothecary Helbrim in the town of Crossroads. And to get here, we actually took the Zeppelin from Undercity all the way over to Orgrimmar. And then I ran us through Durator, over into the Barrens, and now we're in Crossroads. Just to give you a little geographical idea of where we're at in the world now, if you're not already familiar. Sample for Helbrim. These are the wolf hearts from basically forever ago. Ah, very good. If initial reports are true, then the toxicity of these hearts could lead to further advances in our knowledge of poisons. This is a welcome delivery. Your reward is well earned. And that reward is a pair of gloves that we actually badly need, so well worth it already. Let's equip those bad boys. Had a small color change. Let's see what we have. Wharfmaster, Dizzywig, or Fungal Spores. The oasis of the Barrens hide a mystery. Life energy flows from their waters, invigorating the plants and beasts that drink it. Invigorating and altering. There is a mushroom that grows near these oases. Its spores hold properties that we, the apothecaries of Lordaeron, find useful. Bring me these spores and you will earn our gratitude. Alright, 4 fungal spores. And then Wharfmaster Dizzywig. I have need to send a crate of potions, reagents, and other items to my associates in the old world. Little time I have to actually see them to the dock at Ratchet. And the last caravan has already left. If you could, please take this to Wharfmaster Dizzywig. He will ensure that it is placed on the next boat to Blackwater Cove. This is a breadcrumb to Ratchet, and then probably elsewhere. We're not going to take that right now. Ratchet's down this way. We're going to probably see what we have to do up here. If we start having quests that take us to the south, we'll grab that. But I don't want to have a million quests in our log that we're trying to track, and quests from Crossroads and quests from Ratchet, and I'd rather stay a little bit more focused while also trying to be efficient. And so we'll grab a few quests here and then we'll set out. And so this is around any of the oases, so we'll need to go out and do some exploring. Let's grab a couple more quests. Let's see what Thork needs us to do. Oh, he has a lot of stuff for us to do. Welcome to the Crossroads, Mage. My name is Thork. I lead the defenses here in the name of the War Chief. Please, feel free to make yourself at home. As long as you mind your business, no one should have any problem with you taking up some space. There are many threats to our safety here. If you've already become familiar with the lay of the land, speak to the others here. Perhaps they have tasks for you to do. So he has a lot for us to do. And so, we could take all of these. Let's just look at a couple. Disrupt the attacks. All the Quillbores are our enemies. Some just prove to be more of a nuisance than others. The Razormane tribe has been attacking our supply lines from Durator, causing us no end of annoyance. I have scouts seeking the leader of these raids, but until then, any losses you can inflict on the filthy pigmen would aid us. Start in the northeast towards Duratar. You can always tell their dens from the huge thorny vines that come up out of the earth. Seek them out and slay them. Razormane tribe kill 8 water seekers, 8 thorn weavers, and 3 hunters, and then return. And that was in the northeast. Alright, so probably up over this way. The oases, I think, might be to the southwest. Maybe we grab one more. The report's probably going to be a breadcrumb leading somewhere. Supplies for the Crossroads. Okay, this is another Razormane quest, so we want to grab these together. That attack on the caravan contains supplies we desperately needed. You've been brave enough to take on the Razormane tribe so far, and I will ask you to do so again, but this time, I wonder if I could ask you to keep your eyes open for some of our lost supplies. You could probably find them throughout their camps, the Quillbore getting fat off their dishonorable acts. People of the Crossroads would be in your debt. It's funny because it treats it like we've already done some quest for him, which we haven't, and that's probably just that our level has unlocked these subsequent quests when we would have had to do the initial quests first had we leveled through this zone. And so that's a little bit jarring, like narrative-wise. And that's all we're going to take from him, I believe. I'm hesitant to take many more, just because I don't know where it's going to send us. I think I just want to head to the northeast and take on these Quillbores and get some crates, if we could do that. And like honestly, if I were playing solo and just trying to level as quickly as possible, this is obviously not how I would quest. I would grab every quest here and I would look at the map and I would plot out a route where we could hit all the quests and then come back. But when we're trying to kind of focus on the quest chains themselves and glean whatever story and lore from them that we can, for me it's better to do it this way. And it's already hard enough to kind of keep two different zones stories in my head at the same time. For instance, we have a lot of things going on in Silverpine with the story of the Mage Erigel and how he turned everybody into these crazed worgen. And now we're going to come over here and we're going to start getting into like some deeper plot lines. And so already we have to keep that straight. I like focusing a little bit on specific quests and not doing 7 or 8 quests at a time, even though I know it's inefficient and probably bothers some of you guys. And we do have to remember that we need to turn on track herbs. Here's some Razormane. Let's go ahead and make sure that we are tracking. Ooh, these are green, so it's good that we get these in now. He's a Thorn Weaver. We do need Thorn Weavers. And we will definitely loot other people's defeated animals and creatures. Thorn Weaver. Let's start taking these guys on and see what... Oh, they're level 10. Look at this. So we are almost out level for these intro quests. So we got to get these done. Usually, you know, I'd say you don't really want to be fighting gray monsters because they're not going to yield any character experience. But we're going to get these quests knocked out really fast so that we can pick up subsequent quests if they chain. And the good thing is it'll make it really easy for us since we are out level. And that's kind of interesting because nowadays in World of Warcraft Retail, with level scaling, you're never out level with anything. No matter how much you level in a different zone, you're always going to move to a new zone and the monsters are going to be at the same level as you because they're going to scale with you. And so, you know, that has its ups and downs. I prefer things to be this way, where the enemies in a zone have a locked-in level that makes sense for them to have. You know, to me it doesn't make sense for a monster to be just as difficult at level 5 as it is at level 40. It just doesn't make sense. So I like this, even though sometimes we get into situations where now we're not getting kill experience. I feel like it's an okay trade-off for things to just, you know, make sense in the world. Level scaling to me sort of breaks immersion a little bit. And I get that the whole point of level scaling is kind of like to open up player choice and player agency and let you basically level anywhere you want. And at the stage that World of Warcraft Retail is at, you know, that makes sense now. I don't know if it made sense when it was implemented as much. I mean, by now it does, because the early game content in Retail is so stale that you really don't want to restrict people to a leveling path. You want to let them do what they want as much as you can, until you can create some kind of leveling experience that is actually enjoyable on its own. Which today in World of Warcraft Retail, the leveling experience for new characters is basically awful. You go through a bunch of disjointed plot lines faster than you can even blink, because you level so fast through zones. You never really get to see a complete story of any area. And that's one of the things that they're looking to fix with the 9.0 patch, is to revamp the leveling experience for brand new players to the game. Like right now, I would never want someone to get into the game if they haven't already played. And that's terrible because it's an amazing game. I would tell them to play Classic instead. just because the starting experience is going to make more sense. But when they fix the initial leveling experience, it'll be much easier to recommend World of Warcraft retail to new players and know that it's something that they're going to be able to get into and have a curve and a flow to the game that makes sense and keeps them with it. Alright, what we need to do is make some food and water, right? But we've already plowed through a few of these guys. We're just going to wait for our regen to kick in here. There we go. And I feel like we're probably pretty close to getting another rank of water and potentially of food, but for me the water is obviously more important. Because look how long it takes. Look how long it's taking to drink the full, and we're not even buffed with arcane intellect, which is going to give us 805 intellect. Alright, let's keep going through these guys here. We don't have a lot of mana, but maybe we should be a little bit more efficient with it. Oh, he resisted that. Go him. That was a good resist. And we're getting some linen. That's useful. And around here somewhere we have to keep an eye out, because we're supposed to be also collecting crates. Now I haven't seen any up here, and so it's possible that they're in a different location. Maybe we won't be knocking these out together. I'm not sure. I don't see any crates over here. Creeping mold, 20 nature damage inflicted every 10 seconds. Gross. That reminds me, we were on the verge of getting some good wand rewards from Silverpine, but we're not quite ready to tackle those quests yet, and one of them was an elite quest, so we're still using the same crappy wand we've had for a while now. We need to find hunters, and they're probably going to be more on the outskirts of this encampment, if I had to take a guess. These guys are respawning pretty quickly. That might be our fault for killing them so fast. Okay. Now, the only thing that might save us here, okay, is them being horrendously underlevel. Yeah, let's make some food now. That was close. Even as underlevel as they are, 3 of them was a bit much. We have Flame Strike to thank for us surviving that, I believe. And now we just need 1 Water Seeker and 3 Hunters. There's a Water Seeker right there. Let's get him before, he's already pathing back. Nothing's over there that's alive anyway. And the hunters, I mean, yeah, they're going to be out on the outskirts. There's one, somebody's already fighting it. Here's another, and they're going to come with a pet. Let's make sure we don't get blindsided by anything here. Luckily the pet doesn't have quite as much health as a normal monster would have. So that's good. Another water seeker that we don't need. And because they're lower level, we can get closer to them like this without them really wanting to aggro us. Lots of water seekers. Not a lot of hunters. Which is probably why we only need 3, but still. Like, who's getting food for all these guys if they only have 2 hunters out at a time? Okay. You'd think they'd have some over here. No, that's a Savannah Huntress. Some kind of big cat. More water seekers. Okay, well, the only area where the hunters were in was over to the northeast. And there didn't seem to be that many, which makes me believe that there's probably other camps where we can find these guys. And now we're competing for kills with these two. Troll Priest and a Troll Hunter. They're moving into the camp now. We don't need anybody out here. Another Water Seeker. And it's not even really worth it for us to fight these guys because they're not giving us any experience. Could help that warrior out. And then we could skin some of his leavings. He didn't loot this guy. That's annoying. Alright, well, I'm going to search for some hunters and we will come back in when we've accomplished that. Alright, here we are back in the crossroads. So I was able to find, well, I don't want to say find, I was able to wait until the hunter respawned a couple times. And defeat him over and over. And now we can turn this one in, we'll see if it chains into anything. You have done well. Those insolent quillboars will finally learn that the might of the Horde is not to be ignored. Okay, the disruption ends. One of my scouts witnessed an attack on a caravan from Durator. The culprits are indeed the Razormane tribe of the Quillboars. One of the Quillboars in particular is leading the raids, Kreenig Snarlsnout. He was seen northeast of here, just south of the road from Durator. If the threat is to be ended, then Kreenig must die. To be sure the attacks cease, though. I say we add insult to their injury. Killing Kreenig along with more of their tribe, and return to me when you have done this, when you have his tusk. Okay, I guess we're gonna go fight more of these guys. Geomancers, Defenders, and then we need Snarlsnout himself. Where are they? Northeast of here again, south of the road. Wow. A lot of, you know, different areas we're getting to explore. How many quests do you have? Raptor Thieves. Not long ago, a shipment of silver was stolen from our guard tower. It was meant as payroll to the Crossroads guards, and we want that silver back. The strange thing is, we caught one of the thieves on the night of the theft, and it was a raptor. Unbelievable. I don't know what raptors would want with silver, but I don't care. I want the raptors dead so they won't steal from us again. Hunt raptors in the Barrens, collect for me their heads. You know, like, how about just, like, their teeth? Because where am I going to put 12 raptor heads? Guys, come on. Let's fucking think about this. Please don't have me collect 12 raptor heads. There isn't a world in which that makes sense. There isn't. If we're taking trophies from, like, animals and we have limited capacity to carry shit around, then we're going to take, like, claws, or we're going to take teeth, or we're going to take ears, something that can be stored compactly and identified as coming from a specific creature. We're not gonna fucking bag up 12 heads. That doesn't even make sense in the universe that has been so beautifully painted here. It just doesn't, because, yeah. Moving on from the immersion breaking head gathering, let's see if we can find more Quillboars to basically eradicate their entire population from the face of the Barrens. And these are probably just going to all be guys we already have and don't need. Raptor Thieves is green. Disruption Ends is yellow. So, Geomancers and Defenders. These are the same guys that we've already seen. But it's still somewhere south of the road, you know. Let's get a bird's eye view, shall we? I don't know how high up we're going to get to go, but we're going to find out. Maybe all the way to the top, the way this is looking, actually. Yeah, maybe we have a clear path up here. That's interesting. I can't target anything from up here, so it's probably not going to help us find anything. But it's a good view nonetheless. There you go. That's, well, that's as much as we can increase the view distance in Classic, apparently. And maybe they're like on the other side of this thing, was my initial thought. So we can come down here and check that out. What I'm also noticing is that we're not exactly finding any herbs at all in the Barrens, guys. That is going to set our herbalism back a little bit if we spend a lot of time here. Defenders, yes. Okay. Mystics, no. Mystics, no. Defender, yes. Alright, so over here, we've got Defenders. We don't have any Geomancers. But we might be on the right track. Defenders. I don't want to take out too many of these guys, because what if there are Defenders where we find the Geomancers and we have to fight through more Defenders to get to the Geomancers? I don't want to waste that time, but let's take on one of these Defenders and see exactly what they're going to do. Good, they're melee. Holy crap, an herb. And it's a peace bloom. Wonderful. Defenders. Hey, there's hunters over here. Ah, there's a Geomancer amongst, like, a million other guys. Wow, he resisted that. I'm assuming he's going to cast. I'm hoping that they don't heal themselves, but, you know, our luck, they probably will. No, he's just going to cast at us till we kill him. That's beautiful. I love it. Let's grab Briarthorn. Somewhere. Here it is. Alright, let's get our health and our mana back. And we have a few more to go. And then we need to find Kreenig. God, I forgot about that. He's probably not around here anywhere. Nope. Which means he's somewhere else, which means he's probably buried behind a bunch of Defenders and Geomancers, which means we're probably going to have to kill more guys than we need to get to him. And we'll just keep circling this mountain. They seem to just be camped out around this mountain, so we'll probably find them just by doing that. It took him a long moment to react there to that fireball hit. Oh, we resisted that. That was really good. We should actually have dampened magic up and be rocking that right now. That would be helping us. Yeah, it's taking so long to regenerate our mana from drinking. We need that next rank of Conjure Water pretty badly. Well, screw it. The one guy will run in, we can freeze him. And we need Blink. If we had Blink, we could get out of situations like this a little easier, get some distance, and not have our spells being knocked back as badly. This guy seems totally unaware. Let's Ice Bolt him in the back. We also aggroed somebody else who is now shooting us through a rock. And I couldn't see them. And for some reason, giant-ass thorn things, it's not a rock, it's a thorn thing. Apparently these are not line of sight. Oh, we're gonna pull this hunter. And he's gonna be able to shoot us in the back dead. What a fail that we just had. All because a thorn blocked our view of a guy that then was able to throw fireballs through said thorn into our faces. Are we gonna get away? I feel like we're just about to take... Oh, look at that. We actually lived. That was incredibly lucky. We have all the geomancers we need. I say we circle this thing now and look for Kreenig. Snarl Snout. Alright, let's go. We still need defenders. Take this guy out. I guess we need to check back here. I can at least do a target. It's not back there. Alright, I did not want that hunter. We didn't pull him, so we're in good shape. I don't see him over here either, unfortunately. This would be kind of a pain in the ass if you were here and you were under level, because these guys would have a much wider aggro radius and you would just have to, like, fight every single one of them. Or risk pulling so many that they overwhelm you, as we almost got overwhelmed a couple of times. Even at a higher level. I guess we could round the corner and check over here. I'm not certain where this guy is going to be. This is an interesting area right here that I thought we were going to be able to get up in that nest for a minute. Or whatever the hell it is. Yeah, he's not over here. This is back by the water seekers. This guy might be difficult to find. It might not be easy. Because we really don't have any clue where he is. Except that he's somewhere here south of the road. Like, whatever that means. Could be anywhere. Usually we get pretty lucky with slash target and we're able to find people. Right now, not so much. Don't mind us. Don't mind us. We're just walking among you. It's okay. Everything's fine here. We're all fine here. How are you? Good. Alright, I see him back here. Well, I saw him back here. Here he is. Now, how many people we're going to have to fight to get to him? That I don't know. Let's start clearing. Maybe we can get him when he's right in the middle here. If we clear just a couple of these guys out. He was about to heal. Did you see that? Oh, we somehow didn't pull that mystic with this guy. That was really lucky. Of course. Our mana is low. That's no good. Alright, let's heal up. I'm just hoping we don't get respawns before we can get to this guy. That would be really sad. And I need to remember to set our hearth, I think, at crossroads for now. That would be a good idea. Of course he's just... See, this is what I mean. Well, these are all mystics, and we didn't need mystics. But we did need defenders. And we're going to have to kill more to get back to him. Let's get him right now. Oh, did he heal? Son of a bitch. We missed our opportunity. We could have pulled him right there had this guy not healed himself. Oh, man. And look at this guy over here right next to us. I can't imagine doing this at level. It would be a shit show. If you weren't a little bit over level to the point where they don't have a wide aggro radius, like, you'd be getting jumped all the time. Look at this path that this guy's on. He was all the way back here. And now he's pathed all the way out here. Oh, he's veering right towards us. I swear to God, the paths almost seem like they lock on to the player. It's very disconcerting. Let's just get this done. Alright, there's his snout. And, yeah, let's get out of here. Shall we? Ooh, Shadow Gem. Alright, yeah, back to the crossroads we go. And we will turn this in. Alright, let's get this turned in. We have, yeah, we've killed lots and lots of Razorbane. I don't know how I feel about it, but it's fine. It's for the Horde, right? For the Horde. Well done. With Krienig's death, there will be a definite decline in the attacks on our caravans. Your people should be proud to count you among them. Okay, sure. Thanks for the loot we don't need. We didn't get the supply crates yet, that's right. And he has the breadcrumb quest for us. We don't need the breadcrumb quests right now. I think this is going to be a good time to take a break. I see another quest over there. Let's find the inn, which is right here, and we're going to set our hearthstone. But yeah, we'll quest in the Barrens for a little while and see what we can. Maybe for a level or so. We'll hit level 19, and then we'll go back, and we'll be able to work on Husband's Revenge and Baron's Peril. I don't want to focus on the Barrens because we're just kind of coming into it at a weird level in a very disjointed way. that doesn't really make for an immersive experience. So we're really just looking to get a level or so out of the zone, and then we'll head back into Silverpine and wrap things up there. I hope you guys are having a good time. Let me know what you think. And as always, I appreciate the support. It means a lot to me. Take care, and wish me luck.